Good evening to all our viewers. Welcome back to another episode of the Riverside Counsel with me, your host, Davina Nyanga. So today we are joined by a very beautiful lady over here. She's a mother and she's a career woman, Madam Harriet Nzai. Welcome to our show.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm so much humbled to be here. My name is Harriet Nzai and I'm a single mother.
Okay.
I do hotel management, but I run other businesses. Mm-hmm. Like for now, I work with Royal Mabatis.
Okay.
And I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Okay. So today we are going to be discussing about single mothers, and as she said, she's a career woman, she's running businesses, she's an entrepreneur. So we want her to explain to us about her experiences being a single mother. So welcome to the show. Remember, you can get us at Twitter at Riverside TV Kenya, at Facebook Riverside TV Kenya, Instagram at Riverside TV Kenya, and you can also watch the show in YouTube at Riverside TV Kenya. And also you can share your comments, your feedback via the number 0700-527-431. Welcome. So Miss Harriet, once again, you're very much welcome to our show, and thank you for honoring this invitation. So today I want us to talk about single mothers. You are one of the single mothers in Kenya, and I believe it's not been an easy journey being a single mother. So actually, if I just ask, so what was the reason that made you to make that decision about being a single mother?
Okay, first of all, being a single mother is not a choice. I think we have challenges. Like for me, I was married and I've been single for like 5 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, and we had some challenges. You know, there are some things we plan for ourselves without considering God.
Yeah.
So that was our plan, and that's why it didn't work. Though we do not encourage divorce or being single, but for mine, it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Though we tried, it didn't work, and now I'm here.
Yeah, so yes, you don't encourage divorce, but if it's not working, you just can't keep on being there.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so how, you know, the society, like the Kenyan society, our culture, our norms, they view single mothers in a certain way that maybe perhaps you're the reason behind leaving your husband's home, you know.
Yeah.
So what's your take about how the society views single mothers?
Yeah, that's how society thinks, that they blame us, mostly ladies.
Yes.
Na unajua hata Biblia inasema mwanamke anabomoa nyumba na mikono miwili. But for me, okay, in marriage there's no one who's perfect. You know, when God connects us, He connects two imperfect people. So we need to correct each other. But you know, you cannot be in a relationship or a marriage. First of all, unfaithfulness in marriage cannot work. And violence, hawezi kama mahali pigwe, you know. So for me, first of all, violent, you know, someone. Okay, and there are those men who don't like to be corrected, you know. Yeye ndio kusema, you know, mimi ndio kichwa, so hautaniambia anything. So that's how it happened. And you know, society lazima wanatakanga kujua ni mwanamke ndio alivunja nyumba yake. But we accept everything, you know, advantages, disadvantages. So we listen to everything. But as long as you know yourself. Yeah.
So the Kenyan society views women as we are the ones who break our home. So kuki happen divorce pale, or kuki happen mmekosana and you part ways, you're the reason. Unafaa kuvumilia. They say unafaa kuvumilia, ndio ni kuvumilia. So wewe ndio unafaa kubadilisha hiyo.
Lakini kuna wengine huwezi vumilia. Alafu you know, hakuna mtu anakubali hakuna makosa.
True.
I'll start blaming the man will blame me. But all in all, we have to accept the situation. Yeah.
So I know our viewers would like to know, like, how long did it take you for you to realize that I can actually walk out of this marriage and my life will continue, like, on a very good note?
Yeah, like for me, first of all, I said to enter that marriage, nilingia when I was 19. Wow. Yeah, you know, but I just went there because I was pregnant, so junior msa amenipatia ball, si I take responsibility, so ile mind haikuwa ati I'm ready to get married. Niliingia sababu ya mimba, which it's something that we were forcing. So after there I was struggling so much, hivi we anataka and we were very young. So around 2016, 2015, it was not working. And now my parents will tell me, kama unang'ang'ana kwa ndoa tukukufukuza. Yeah, so you need to stand like a woman, know what you want to do, where you want to go. So 2016, 2015 December, I sat with that man, nikamwambia, I think we need to change. We need to work like a man and woman, not a boyfriend like a girlfriend, because unafikanga mahali, when you stay with someone na haja kulipia mahari, it's like a come stay. So tulikuwa tukianza issue za tunataka home, at least you do something. It's like I was pushing him, So nikaona ni kama tunavurutana. Then I told him, if you're not serious, we have to do something. But apart from that, I was praying. I was telling God, if this marriage is not mine, then do something. So between that period of time, we just parted like that.
So like, has it affected you emotionally, like taking that decision, deciding to take this decision of being a single mother, and what the world is like out there? So has it affected you emotionally, maybe in the sense that you feel maybe others are making it in their marriages, I'm single out here, I have a kid to take care of? Has it affected you in any way?
Yeah, in the first place it affected me because you are used to somebody. Unajua hata kama mko na mtu na mnakosana, kuna tu kale ka kitu una feel ile unaamka unaangalia kwa malazi, niko peke yangu. So kuna kale ka jodo unahitaji, alafu unapata uko peke yako. And then second thing about church, unajua tulikuwa kama public figure church. So imagine how will people think about this, how will they take it? But now inabidi unakubali. So I had to accept every compliment. Ilibidi nikubali. Yeah, but it affected me so much.
And yes, I know there are single moms out there, and they're also struggling with these comments, with these questions from the society, from their kids, that like maybe your kid may tend to ask, like, Mom, why are we not living with Dad? Why isn't our family complete like the family of so and so? So how do you handle this question from your kid to make them understand that I'm not the bad person here, and your father again isn't the bad person over here, So like, how do you handle those questions?
Okay, like for me, when the dad left, I took my son home. He was 2 years, and it also affected him so much, because the moment he was taken to Ushago, my dad took him to school immediately.
Now the grandfather.
The grandfather. So he was 2 years. So you can imagine a 2-year boy being taken to school. So it affected him. So he was like, when they were in school, he leaves class, goes behind anaenda nyuma ya ukuta, and he starts crying, And then the teacher calls him, Mike, why are you crying? And he's like, teacher, mbona sina mama yangu na baba yangu? Because he was used to be with dad and mom. So anaamka anapata ako kwa shosho. Unaona, kuna zile vitu alikuwa anapewa kwao, anashindwa kwa shosho sitapata. Unaona sababu kama hizo. But it affected him, paka inafanya anakuwa mgonjwa. So at times I'll call. Up to now, I don't like calling him every now and then, because I still feel that pain. Because you might call him, hi, unaendelea aje daddy? Mbona siko na mama na dad? So that thing, yeah. But at times ilibidi tu azoea kwa.
But it also affected you, like unafeel like kuna gap, you're missing this son, unafeel ni kama I've neglected him, maybe ako mbali. And how do you handle that? Yani kujua that yes, fine, he's in the right hands of people, but I still feel that gap, it's like you're feeling double gap. I'm feeling the gap that I'm missing the dad and I'm missing this kid. How do you handle that?
Okay, that's why I've told you most of the time I don't call. just assume, I tell my dad, I don't feel like talking to him because I don't feel good when I'm far from him, you know. Na imagine kwani nilikuwa nazaa mtoto wangu nipelekee wazazi wangu wenye walinilea, you know. Sasa inakaa ikiniuma mimi, you know. So inanifanya na feel I'm not that responsible, but to some extent, you know. By the way, nikimpeleka home, I was going back to school, you know. So I could not manage school. Yeah. So hata kumpeleka home, it wasn't my joy, kumkaisha home. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I hope you're all getting this. You know, it's been a tough journey, but yes, I understand your pain. So, you know, sometimes this child, you know, as single moms out there, anajua wewe tu ndio like the only parent they're having, right?
Yeah.
So it reaches that point, maybe you have someone else, like maybe you found another spouse, you want to get married again, or you're dating. You know, not most kids will like accept this guy into your life.
Yeah.
So do you need that permission from your kid to like date again or like to get married again?
Yeah, he needs to know. Because one thing about my son, he knows is that very well, that you cannot convince him, huyu ni uncle, huyu ni daddy. Like in our families, I have 2 brothers. So when you take him to someone else and tell him, Mike, ita huyu uncle, he'll just tell you, no, mi niko na uncle wawili. So you know, so anasema, niko na uncle Deno na uncle Mato. So you cannot convince him. But when time goes, like now he's 7 years, when I tell him, Daddy, sasa your dad is not here, no, you need to have another dad. Yeah, you know, I know it's hard to convince him, but lazima tu atakubali.
So guys, keep your comments coming. Just keep your comments, your questions coming. She will answer. Thank you so much for staying with us. Just stay tuned at Riverside TV. We'll be right back.
That you may not enter into temptation, that you may be given power, you may be built capacity to overcome temptation. So when you start walking outside the scriptures, no matter how many people are celebrating you, you are wrong and you need to come back to the truth. Let me tell you something. If the devil succeed in placing a garment upon you, he is able to dictate the situation, the season of your life.
My God never loses. With your hand, you've given us your victory. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah.
Baba wetu na Mungu wetu, katika jina lako Yesu Kristo, asante kwa nafasi hii ambao umenipa ili nikazungumze na dada yangu na ndugu yangu anapotazama. Na Baba, ninakushukuru kwa sababu unajua changamoto za maisha yake na hata uzito ambao anaopitia. Nikasema kwamba tunapoangalia vile magonjwa yamezidi, vile economy iko, vile situation ambao inakupeleka, na ninajua unajua, tunaulizana ni nini kinachotendeka.
Give me you, everything else away. Give me you, oh Jesus. I hope I'm not too late. Oh, give me you, give me you.
Welcome back to another part of the show. Thank you for staying tuned right here at Riverside TV. Thank you for your comments, for your questions. I can see some are flowing. Remember, you can text us at 0700-527-431. And you can also watch us at YouTube at Riverside TV Kenya. Facebook and Instagram, you can get us at Riverside KE. Thank you for staying here. So, Miss Harriet. So we have a question actually from Melissa Adika. She's asking, are single moms too lenient with their kids in terms of disciplining them?
Yeah, not all of them. I'm speaking for myself.
Okay.
Mi sibembelezangi mtoto. Discipline must be there. Because you know, the way you train your child, that's the way he will grow. That's the way they will grow. Like for me, like my son, ako ushago. But when he does mistake, anajua hata mom hafai kujua. You know, kwa sababu anajua discipline ya mom ni mbaya sana. So there are those when you wanabembeleza ati daddy, me I don't have time for that. As long as I want my child to do the right thing, to grow kama mtoto mwenye amelelewa, unaona? Yes, but I don't bembeleza.
You know, this term of bembeleza kids when you're raised by single mom, actually inakwanga the society inaona like you have, like for you it's one kid, right? So unaona ni yeye peke yake, you get, so whatever they ask for, daddy shika, daddy this and this. Unajua wengine, like actually there was a certain woman who was actually saying that anaogopa kudiscipline huyu mtoto asije akamlose, you know, like anaona maybe if I discipline this child sana, maybe anaweza ona mami ananitesa because maybe hatuna daddy, or you get. So una handle aje hiyo ku make this child know that na kudiscipline ndio ukwe in an upright manner?
You know, there are ways that we parents discipline our kids. We are not supposed to be that harsh. Like me, when I'm with my son, utapata tunacheza, tuna dance. That period tunajuana, you know. But nikiamua kuwa serious, hata anajua mama ko serious. So ile kubembeleza sana, I don't have time for that. But I love him so much. I can do everything. Hata akikuja niambie mama, nataka kitu fulani, I'll do it. Akiniambia mama, nataka unibaie nini. Leo sisikii kukula hii because I'm working for him. But mali kuna makosa, hakuna kubembelezana. Na mnyorosha sawa sawa.
Okay, so we have another question again from Harriet Wanjiko. Harriet Wanjiko is asking that, are kids raised by single moms spoiled? This actually the society pia in a view that mtu mwenye amelelewa na mama peke yake ako spoiled kwa sababu, yani, you know, akitaka anapewa, you know, pale hakuna, yani mama anamdekeza kwa sababu anataka yani amuonyeshe afila kuwe karibu na yeye, asifila analala parental love.
Okay, unajua hawa watu hii tunawapatia freedom. Hatufai kuwafungia, unaona. Lakini pia ukipatia mtu hii freedom, anafaa juu boundaries zake na za wazazi. Like for me, the way I train my child, the way we were being raised up. Like for us, hatukuwa tunalawiwa kutoka nje, tulikuwa tunafungiwa, you know. But sasa senye kila mtu aliomoka, we call it kuomoka. Kila mtu alitoka, that's why pia mimi nilipata mimba kwa sababu babangu hangekuwa anaturuhusu kutembea. So like for me, I want to, my son, siwezi mficha everything. I want him to know, nikifanya hii ni mbaya, nikifanya hii ni mzuri, you know. But hakuna kitu atajua. Like for me, nimelelewa church, I do mambo na worship. But when I find my son akisikiza, you know, there are those parents who are so strict at siwezi mtoto wangu hawezi sikiza secular music. Me, I find him listening to sex music. Hiyo ni stage yake, you know. Yeah, so I don't simfinyili sana na si ati nampatia freedom sana. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so we also have another question. Yeah, it's a question actually from Nikita. She just said she's Nikita. She's asking that, is it right to encourage that father-child relationship, to always allow your child to know about their father?
If he's responsible, no problem.
So if he's responsible...
Yeah, but you know, like for me, I'm very tough to my dad's son. Because when I left with my son, he was not responsible. So you tell me I want to see my son. First question I will ask him, umefanya responsibility gani ndio utakumwona? because I'm the one paying school fees. Mimi ndio namsort kila kitu. Which part do you play? So namwacha hamuoni, but the moment alianza kuona because this is what he wanted my son to come back so that he can be responsible. So I told him, it's either you support your son or you leave it. So when I saw he's becoming responsible, at least he's supporting, that's when nilianza ku bring that relationship close to him, and now they are good friends. They can talk, we can call, they can talk, so I have no problem with that.
Okay, so do you think that as a mother or as a parent, when you maintain this relationship with your ex, kuna vile maybe it might be affecting yeye, maybe he's married, yeye alienda akaoa, aka move on in life, you moved on even though maybe you're not yet married again. So do you think your communication between you two about that kid is affect marriage yake?
Okay, for me, I don't talk to him sana. Because he reached a certain point, nilikuwa nikimtafuta, I tell him, do this for your son. Ni kama alikuwa naona nataka kumtumia sababu ya mtoto. Which this is what I did. I told him, from now, I'll not be communicating to you. Unaona, what you'll do, mimi nakupatia namba ya kwetu, because I'm not here with my son. This is what you'll do. You'll be calling my mom. Kama ni pesa unatuma huko. Anything you want to know about your son, communicate there. I think hiyo kama ni marriage yake, itaweza kustand, you know. Na kama pia ni kwangu, italeta hiyo pieces. Najua wengine wanaanza, bado unaongea na ule mwingine ni kama unataka arudi, you know. Sasa vitu kama hizo ndo I'm trying to put the boundaries.
So you know, this child of yours, yani kuna wale parents, they are, umesema you're an entrepreneur, you're a working class lady, right? So maybe kuna wale wanakaa na their kids and you know they have like to leave their kids at the care of someone else, unajua. So kuna wale ladies feel they are peaceful leaving their child under the care of someone else. So unajua, at least maybe for your case, it's maybe your kid is with your parents, so you're not feeling as if they're the wrong place or something. What about these mothers who have to leave their kids with maybe other persons, maybe they're not even related? So unawa encourage, because you know things are happening right now, unapata mtoto anateswa and they are not even communicating about it, you get. So how do you ensure your child stays open to you, anakuelezea, mami, this happened, and what do you tell them, what do you advise them?
Okay, you know, it depends with the age of the child. Kuna wale, you said wale wenye wako related, like kama daycare, ama like this. This is what I did, you know, before I went to school, and wakati nilipata mtoto wangu, I was told to go back to school. But I told my dad, my son is very young, na siko ready kumwachia mtu saizi. Let me take care of him first, so that when I go to school, at least atakuwa na ile nini ya kuongea. Because this is what happened after I delivered him. It was almost 1 year, and because of work here and there, I was taken to daycare. Lakini sikufurahishwa the way he was treated. Unapata watoto ni wengi, and hapo unapata mtoto anagonjeka, and you know, haizi kukuambia, mom, leo nilifanyiwa hivi. So me, I should not encourage parents to take their kids kwa daycare or to live to other, unless you trust someone, you know. Kwa sababu kuna mtu unaweza achia mtoto and then unakuja, unaona like daycare, unaweza patiana, unaona like hawa watoto wadogo unapeana kama diapers 3, but trust me, atashinda na moja kutoka asubuhi mpaka jioni, you know. So anaumizwa, unaona. Alafu ni ule mtoto hawezi sema, mom, sikuchenjiwa, sikufanyiwa hivi. In terms of food, you know, kwa sababu mimi nimeshaona, watapata mtoto wako ni ule mtoto. Unajua kuna watoto wanasumbua kukula, and you know you cannot force them. So ulikuwa unapata like some other daycares, mtoto unapata anafinyiliwa food, anafosiwa kukula. Like my son was very poor in eating. So kuna wakati mtu aliniambia, mtoto wako alikuwa anafinywa uji mpaka anatapika. That's when I stopped working. I stayed at home, took care of my son mpaka vile alifika miaka 2. She will say, mom, leo nimefanyiwa hii na hii. Leo nimeenda nje, fulani amenichapa, unaona, at least he's communicating. Yeah.
So the thing is, we have to make sacrifices to allow these kids wakwe open kwetu, at least they speak up. Okay. So as a single mom, I understand that maybe you ain't single for life, right? Maybe at some point you'll get married and all that. So how hard is it for you to get into this other relationship? You know, maybe, you know, they say that in actually Kenyan perspective society that lady who is financially stable, ni vigumu kupata mwanamke kwa sababu yeye ni kichwa, ashazoea kupata pesa. So how hard is it for you to get into another relationship?
Okay, like for me, mara ya kwanza nilikuwa naona ni ngumu. Why am I saying so? Because the relationship I was in first, huku nyuma nimekwambia tulijaribu haikuwork. Yeah, like for me, I was thinking I was not willing to get to another relationship kwa sababu you feel huyu mtoto nilimzana huyu nitaenda aje na yeye kwa mwanaume mwingine, unaona. So like for his dad, he was willing to tukue pamoja, but kama kuna kitu moja huwa inakuvunja moyo, the first trust inaisha. Alafu the respect you're giving him like your husband, alafu umekaa nje umeangalia, kumbe huku nje kuko hivi, what do I have to do with this man? I can pay my bills, I can do everything, you know. So for me, nilikuwa na ile mentality, siwezi olewa tena, I rather do my own things, you know. But saa zingine unakaanga unasema, baridi imekuwa mingi, I need someone, like for me that mentality imeanza kunikujia saizi. Kumbe nafaa kuwa na mtu, I'm not that old, so
so ilikuwa imekusumbua
like that 4 years,
but someone can get over it. Okay, so that's the advice. You can get over it and actually get into another relationship and move on with your life. So I understand that there are some challenges you're facing as a single mom or single moms out there. What are some of these challenges?
Hapo ni shida kwanza, church. You know, like for me, like in my church, I have few friends. Niko na marafiki wachache sana. Sasa kuna tu ile inamkanga wa mama, akikuona tu anasema huyu akona mzee wa fulani, huyu. So that's the thing that has been affecting me so much. I cannot stand with someone husband kwa sababu
kuna insecurity about why the husbands that
they are very insecure. Like the church I was recently, they were like, huyu alitoka hii church kwa sababu alikuwa na mwanaume fulani, you know. So it affecting your mentality. Yani hao watu wananiona mimi ni kama ni malaya ama nini, and in your mind you have nothing completely about them. So unapata unakosana na wamama, you have your friends because unajipendekeza kwa wanaume. Well, so that thing has been affecting me, and I felt like, so at times I will sit alone, you know, because hata unapata mwanaume akupigia simu, you are very rough, huyu anataka nini? So unaona, that's it.
Sisemekane again. I'm so sorry about that. So you remember to keep your comments coming in about this. And I understand that sometimes you can, you know, you tend to maybe fall weak, you know, you start, any ukona stress, you're wondering like, how am I supposed to raise this kid? Maybe I'm supposed to have a plan about their education. I'm supposed to have a certain plan about what they're supposed to do in some 2 weeks to come. So what gives you the strength, like your final remarks on this? What gives you the strength each day you have to go because I have this kid, so I have to be strong, I have to be a strong woman? What keeps you going? Start, please.
Hapa you have to be very strong. Like for me, I've been through a lot. The past, this is now the 5th year, I've been through a lot. Because at times you find that man, the father to your son, has money, but juu ya ile pride, he cannot help you. So unapata, you need to do this, inabidi uamke. Like for me, I don't think kama kuna hustles jaifanya. kama ni kibanda nimeuza, kama ni kufua nimefua. Why? I want to see that man growing. I want to see that man being smart. Like my son Akushago. But when people look at him, they'll think ako hapa tao. No. Why? Siwezi kuwa huku najifanya huku sasa niko tao, niko Nairobi, najifanya na ngara, lakini mtu huyu Shago ako na kwa shoko anaparara. No. I have to wake up. Like I was running my own cafe, So mimi ndo nilikuwa kwanza kufika hapo. Na make sure by 5 nimefika hapo. I prepare my chapatis, I prepare my mandazis, I go to the market, do everything. Why? Nafanya hivyo kwa sababu najua niko na mtoto. At the end of the day anafaa kule, anafaa vae smart, And that's why saa zingine when I buy something for my son, hata niambiwe ni it's how much, I don't regret.
So we've heard a lot about these single moms. We've learned a lot over here. We've had her experience, and I know that single moms out there, that you will make it big no matter what you're going through in life. People out here are also single moms, and life is moving on. So thank you for staying with us here at the Riverside Counsel. Do have yourself a great night.